Syria is currently experiencing a complex political turmoil that reflects a mix of regional and international dynamics, including escalating violence, humanitarian crises, and stalled peace negotiations. Despite the Assad regime's control of much of the country, opposition groups continue to challenge its authority in the northwest, leading to renewed military offensives. A recent example of this was the opposition's rapid territorial gains in Aleppo, Idlib, and Hama, which exposed vulnerabilities in Assad's regime, particularly due to weakened support from allies like Russia and Iran. One of the major drivers of this turmoil is the failure of the international community to prioritize long-term conflict resolution over conflict management. This includes unresolved humanitarian needs, insufficient funding for aid, and complex geopolitical rivalries. Additionally, recent geopolitical shifts, such as the ceasefire between Hezbollah and Israel, have impacted Syria by diverting resources and focusing attention away from Assad's ongoing conflict. The United Nations has highlighted the dangerous state of affairs, citing significant shortfalls in funding for humanitarian aid. The 2023 Humanitarian Response Plan is underfunded, with only 33% of the required $5.4 billion received, meaning vital services are at risk. Cuts to food programs have exacerbated child malnutrition, and the suspension of humanitarian air service flights has hindered aid delivery. Furthermore, violence has intensified, especially in the northwestern regions of Syria, where opposition groups are actively fighting regime forces. These military dynamics, coupled with ongoing displacement, extreme poverty, and international inattention, create a fragile and unstable environment. International actors, such as the United States and Russia, have divergent strategies, further complicating any prospects for political resolution. Efforts to achieve peace remain blocked, with violence continuing to undermine hopes of stability. The UN has emphasized the importance of returning to an inclusive political process that integrates all relevant actors and addresses all the underlying issues of the conflict. However, repeated military offensives and geopolitical instability make this a daunting challenge. Humanitarian law violations, attacks on civilian infrastructure, and the rising food insecurity crisis further contribute to the dire situation in Syria. In short, the political turmoil in Syria is sustained by a mixture of military offensives, insufficient international aid, geopolitical interventions, and a fragmented peace process. Efforts to stabilize the country will require renewed diplomatic efforts, substantial humanitarian assistance, and a coordinated international strategy to address both short and long-term challenges.